Hi there, friends. I know you miss us.
Did you?
Did you miss us?
I don't know.
Welcome back to the Manny and Sean Experience Show. We're hitting a milestone today. It's 120 episodes.
120th.
120th episode. And yeah, it's like we said on Instagram, it's a summer special edition because we weren't going to record again until later this year.
We're back by somebody's demand.
I look like a ghost. I look really pale. Wow. You look nice and brown. So cute.
Melanin.
Melaninetsy. Anyways, that is a real company. I'm not just making shit up. Anyways, we are back and we thought we would just, maybe you needed a little summer fun, a little Manny and Sean distraction. And we've done a lot. So we thought we would come on now. This has come a lot later than we thought because life, technology, it's all great. But we're back and we're going to recap our happenings over the last couple of weeks. And yeah, we won't have another episode immediately after this because we are still going to enjoy summer. But we thought we'd throw something out there and we hope you enjoy it.
Yay.
How are you doing, Sean?
I'm doing well. We have been on quite a few adventures, and that's been great. Work has been busy but good, and there's been some life changes, but I feel like I'm in a more happy, positive space now.
Yay, that's wonderful.
How are you, Manny?
Just getting through. I'm trying to uplift myself. I go in waves, I think.
I think we all do, but
I think this year started out pretty shitty, as we've said a few times on this podcast. If you don't know, wait, let me just answer. Yes, I'm doing okay. I am surviving, and we're on the uphill of 2026. We're just going up that hill.
Yeah, we're halfway through the year,
and I feel like we're gonna reach the exciting epic center. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, good to be back. Kind of missed being behind the microphone.
Are you gonna cry?
No, I'm not gonna cry.
Okay.
I put in my contacts.
Oh. It's like your eyes are watery. I was like, is he going to cry?
It's my contacts. But yeah, so we are back. We have been traveling. We're gonna dedicate this episode to our little fur baby Kenji, who's in Rainbow Heaven, which that added to 2026. It was so unnecessary. 2026.
Yes, a lot has been happening, but we are back, and we're going to tell you about our travels, and that's what this episode is going to be about.
But first of all, here's a word from our sponsor. Just kidding.
We don't have a sponsor.
I did find this new THC drink. It's called Otter, and this lemon lime cherry is delicious.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Not sponsored,
but if you want to Otter, he loves your drinks now, so you can send him some.
I do. I was so scared to try them.
Make sure that you tag them in this.
Some of these companies don't even have
websites.
Yeah,
social media,
and I don't know if it's because of the whole THC thing, but whatever.
You can get a hold of somebody.
Yeah. Listen, sponsor. I will drink. I will talk.
Anyway, let's start our adventure with London, right?
I mean, we went to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, we did go to Fort
Lauderdale. And we were going to recap Fort Lauderdale many moons ago. And then Kenji got sick and then we had to do what we had to do. But
yeah, that was like when we got back.
Right. But we did have a wonderful time in Fort Lauderdale with our friends down there that we call our twins.
Hey, Tracy. Hey, Rob.
We did something really fun. We stayed at a
an Airbnb that was in a shipping
A
container,
shipping
or
container.
a shipping container turned into an
Right.
Airbnb.
Yeah, they didn't just throw us
Into a
in a
shipping
shipping container. It's like,
container.
sleep in there.
Even though I've heard can't speak. Um, we have heard about a shipping container in, I believe it was Amsterdam or Germany. I don't know.
Oh, were the boys telling us that?
No, it was somebody else that
Oh,
we don't speak to anymore. But
oh.
besides the point, we stayed in an Airbnb that used to be a shipping container. It was a very unique experience. Um, Someday we may make a video out of it because we did take video.
We actually have more video now than we can probably process in a timely fashion
There's a lot of video, and I've
because,
been trying to get through it all.
and I am incapable of editing unless it's like small things. I can do that, but the program Sean uses, he tried to teach me. I'm just like, fuck that. I can't fathom doing that. But anyways, the shipping container was cute. It was fun. I thought it was very well laid out for a shipping container. Um, it gave me a taste of teeny house living.
Teeny
Um,
house.
tiny, teeny.
It
Tiny?
doesn't matter. Tomato, tomato.
I don't know if it's for me. It was really small. Um, Maybe if we put two shipping containers together, it could be a little better. You know, some people do big homes with different shipping containers.
Yeah, we watched a whole show where they were actually putting it together, and it came out really nice.
Yeah, so it was a cool experience. It's in Fort Lauderdale. Like he said, we'll probably do a video and then link the Airbnb there if you want to go check it out and stay with it. It was a nice neighborhood. It is on property of the owner's house.
Yeah, it's in
Um,
their backyard, which was fine. Like there is a fence that separates it from the main house and the backyard, and they have some trees kind of growing in front of that to try to give some more privacy.
yeah.
I never felt like any kind of way. Like there was one time where they were doing something in the backyard, like they had family over or something, but it was pretty chill. Like it wasn't loud or anything.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, the neighborhood was fine. It's very residential. Um yeah, let's speak on
Oh yeah,
South Florida real quick.
I forgot about some of
Um,
our experiences
so
down there.
we are in the Tampa area, and we've been to Fort Lauderdale, Miami area many a times. I know that the drivers down there are a whole different breed of Florida. South Florida in general is a whole different breed of Florida. And I
You
know y'all know the stories about Florida and how crazy we are, and there's always a Florida man or a Florida woman story.
you need your own driver's license for South Florida.
It is a I thought people in Tampa couldn't drive. And I know I've driven to Miami so many times for cruises and whatever the case may be.
But we're usually there and then we leave.
Right.
We're just passing through.
Driving around, like we went to go charge the car at a Wawa, and the way that people are so savage when they're merging, or you're waiting for a space and people who just showed up just cut in front of you. Like we were also leaving the Airbnb. I think we were going to Starbucks,
Oh, this was kind
and
of scary.
it was daylight, y'all. This man was walking on the road, so I was going to go around him. Instead, he decided to step in front of the car. And I was like, okay. So I stopped, and I was like, well, I guess I'll go around you the other way. And then he moved that way too. So I was like,
He's out here in his pajamas.
I don't even remember what that man was wearing. Because
He's in his pajamas. It looked like he was walking on the sidewalk at first, which I think I mentioned it. I'm like, hey, there's someone on the sidewalk. That's just me. I'm always like a passenger driver.
he wasn't on the sidewalk. He was in the road.
At first, he was on the sidewalk where I
Okay.
saw him. By the time I think you realized where he was walking towards the front of our car. Now, there was some distance in front of us at least, but I think Sean and I freaked out because we have seen so many
YouTube videos
of like people charging cars.
or doing crazy shit. And I just was not in the mood for it. And from my perspective, he had his hands in his pockets. So like I was like, is he going to try to carjack us? Is he going to try to damage the car? I didn't know what this man was going to do, because once again, we're in South Florida and I know it's a different type of breed there. And so when he wasn't moving, I decided to just put the car in reverse and hit the gas, and that's what I did. um, no, I was being careful. I could see the back of, because the screen will show you the rear camera as you're driving, so I could see behind me, and there was no one behind me. So I was just like, if push comes to shove, I would just turn around in someone's driveway. But then a car was coming behind me, and so I stopped. They blew the horn. I saw them though. But I was just trying to make sure that this man wasn't going to do anything stupid or crazy. Um, Now I had choices. I could have proceeded and, either hit the man or let the man do what he was going to do to the car, but I didn't want to take that chance because I'm just going to Starbucks. I'm just starting my day. Like, I don't need this stress right now.
It's too early to be
It is
trying to
way too early.
somebody. Can we say that on here?
But no, you can't.
Oh,
unalive.
Let's. All right. Well, it was too early to try to unalive somebody.
And that's just for YouTube purposes. Anyway, yeah, it was too early for this. So eventually, the man just walked across the street and kept on with his day, and I moved forward, and we made it to the Starbucks. But I was like, I don't have time for any of this.
No, it's one of those things where we have seen so many like YouTube videos of like that stuff happening, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, we're in the middle of like the shit we like to watch on YouTube.
Exactly.
And it's like, we need to respond better than some people do on YouTube.
Look, I was ready. If I could not have gotten away, or if he did charge at us, then you would have left me no choice, because then I would have hit you, because all the cameras on this car would have recorded everything that happened and let the cars fall where they may. But I wasn't going to put myself or you in danger because somebody has lost their damn mind.
Mm-hmm. I agree. But it was one of those things where it's like, oh my god, we've seen this so much on TV, and now here we are
again.
But as soon as the guy honked the horn as we were reversing,
yeah,
he went off to the other side of the road, and I guess he was at his house. I don't know if he was unstable. I don't know if he thought it was a funny game. I don't know if he was really had bad intentions, but we weren't trying to find out.
I don't trust nobody, so I don't play those games. And I wasn't trying to find out what he was about to do.
I agree with
my life is too precious for that. So I was just like, let's get out of here. But anyway, we had a good time in Fort Lauderdale with our friends.
We caught up. We hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah. It was a short visit, but all in all, we had a good time.
We went to a brunch. I forgot what it was called.
The drug brunch. I forgot what it was called too.
Yeah. There's this place in Fort Lauderdale where they have a whole venue where they just do, I guess, I don't know if it's a club at night. I assume it is. But during the day and weekends, they have brunch, and they do like watch parties and all this. So it was fun. I've never been to a full drag brunch before.
No.
So it was nice. The food was actually good. We had chicken and waffles.
Mm-hmm. We got the unlimited drink or mimosas.
Unlimited mimosas, which y'all know I have to be cautious in drinking those because I get sick. But yeah, I hit them anyways.
And the drag queens were all very talented. There was some hard ass choreo. There was someone from Drag Race there. I forgot who it was.
I did too.
There was a lot of flips and dips.
Yeah, this girl flipped off a table. I was like, dear baby Jesus. And then she flipped from half. Well, no, she flipped across the whole venue, and she's in fucking heels.
It was good. There was a male performer who did like a Benson Boone type performance.
Which I didn't think he was actually singing, but
he was actually
singing.
So it was a good time. We had fun in Fort Lauderdale.
It was fun.
But yeah, that was that trip. We came back. Unfortunately, that was when Kenji passed. So there was a couple of weeks of struggle there.
There was Like it was like I had reached a point where I was getting better emotionally and mentally, and then it's like, oh, thank you. Here's
Yes.
this. But yeah, we're from there. We did hang out with our friend Brittany at Sparkman's, friend
Hmm.
Gino.
Hmm.
So we've done some friendship. We've been like just recalibrating with friends and just having.
And getting out of the house more, I think. I think you don't realize how much responsibility a dog is until they're not around anymore. Because then all of a sudden we had all of this
Extra time.
extra time, and we're like, what do we do with ourselves? Because it's usually like we go out, duh. But then it's always like, well, I need to go. We need to go and walk him or feed him or
Yeah.
something. And so like you don't ever stay out too late. And then in his old age, like he needed to go out more so that he wasn't having accidents in the house. And
Yeah. One day we left here like we went out at like 3, and then we didn't come back home till like 10 or 11, and we're like, what is this life?
yeah.
But yeah, it is a lot of responsibility to have a pet, and
Which we're not saying that we didn't love that, because
no, absolutely.
we loved having him and his sister when she was here. But yes, that happened. And
We barely know what it's like to live without a dog because we've been together
yeah,
22 years, and I believe we've had a dog for 21 of those years, or maybe 22. I'm sorry, maybe 20 of those years we've
yeah,
had a
I was
dog.
like 22. Yes, because we got Suki fairly early on.
Yeah, so we our life together has always been, there's always been a fur baby for the most part
Yeah.
in our life. So now it's just like recalibrating ourselves, and it's like sometimes I still think I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, I don't have to. I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to, like when we went to London, that was one less thing we had to concern ourselves with.
Was who's going to watch him?
So it's kind of a weird feeling where it's like you're like, wow, I don't have to worry about that, but also like, oh, I miss you.
Yes.
And then there's like some guilt there. But anyways, I'm not gonna trauma dump on you today.
Yay.
Um,
So our next trip was to London, which had been planned for quite some time.
if you're on YouTube, you can see our shirts.
You can see the shirts. We had purchased tickets to go see Bad Bunny in London last year. And so this trip had been on the books for quite some
Yeah.
time. Then we found out that Lily Allen was also performing that same weekend. So we managed to score tickets to her concert. So, like, it was a jam packed trip.
It's our most jam-packed London trip.
It really
Because
was.
then we also booked Hercules
Oh, yes, Hercules the
the
Musical.
Musical, which is currently only in London, and it closes later this year. And there's no word whether it's going to tour or come to the States. So it's like, we might as well.
Go see that as
And it was
well.
fucking cheap.
Yes, the tickets that we got were cheap, because when we were looking at them earlier, the tickets, especially for where we were sitting,
We
were
were
not cheap.
we were probably like 10 rows from the front.
I don't even think it was 10.
Less.
It
It
was
was
less
probably
than 10
that.
rows.
I was just like, oh, I felt like one of those bougie people. I was
Because the
like,
stage
oh,
was right there.
I'm like, oh, I'm at the theater, honey. Look at me affording these tickets, baby.
But let's not jump too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Um, so we've been to London a few times. We saw Beyonce there last year, which was great. And Bad Bunny was playing in the same stadium, so we already knew the stadium and the seating and how that worked. So that was all great. His sister and her husband also went along with us. It was your sister's first time, so when we first got there, we kind of hit the ground running.
Yeah,
And
we all flew out of Tampa together.
yes,
This is our first time flying internationally.
out of
Out of
Tampa.
Tampa. Yeah, I got to clarify that.
I was like,
Sorry. I was getting there. Damn.
okay.
Shit.
Yes, it was our first time flying out of Tampa. Usually we fly out of Orlando just because Norse, who we usually take, was the cheaper option, way cheaper to fly than trying to fly on Virgin or British Airways out of Tampa.
But
But yeah,
this time was convenience.
it was very much convenience.
And boy, oh boy, I love Virgin. I love Virgin Voyages. I love Virgin Atlantic. I'm sure if I stayed at the Virgin Hotel, I'd love it too.
I mean, their service is
It's
immaculate,
impeccable.
and I just enjoy the plane is even if you're sitting in economy, it is just so nice. It is
It
nice. I
really is
can't even
nice.
imagine what first class is like because
Sorry, upper class.
upper class, excuse me. Um because I'm 6'1" and sometimes in economy the seats are a little tight. But in economy on Virgin, don't have an issue. I can even stretch my legs out, which is crazy to
It's
me.
amazing. Like, when we left Tampa, I felt like I made friends at the airport. Like people were coming up to me, hey. I was like, oh hi.
It
I,
was very
it
nice.
was great.
But yeah, when we got there, so London was experiencing a heat wave. Lucky us,
Yeah.
leaving one fireball for
To another
another.
fireball.
But the thing about over there is that they typically the places don't have AC
And their buildings are made to like retain heat.
because it's mostly cold over there more than it is hot over
Yeah. Because
there.
last year when we went, it was the beginning of June, but
It
there
was
was
mild.
some days where you're like, oh, I need a light
I need a
jacket.
jacket, yes.
Yeah.
But that was not the
Oops.
case when we got there. Matter of fact, some of the trains or the tubes were not working.
They were
Because
fucked.
a lot of them don't have AC. The newer train, the Elizabeth line, which is the one that does have an AC, which we were planning on taking from the airport straight to the hotel because we had a direct route, was not working. So we had to pivot and take a couple of different trains to get to where we were
Yeah.
staying. Because this time we were staying outside of the city.
Yeah, we've always stayed out of the city. We've never stayed in central London because it is way too
It's
expensive.
very expensive.
But yeah, we stayed a little further than I think we normally would. It was on the opposite end. We
Yes.
usually stay out of the city, but within the vicinity of airports.
Right. So if we stayed in Rumford, you can Google that and look at it on a map and see how far it is from central London. And that was the trip that we were making to and fro to get into
I mean,
central.
in theory, it would have been a 40-minute train ride from Heathrow
Yeah.
to where we were going in Rumford. But, the heat just had different ideas with the train management system,
It did.
and it was more than 40 minutes.
But we powered through. We all bought fans before we left.
I had fans, I had
Yeah,
towels, I had
everything.
cooling
We were
towels.
prepared. We were ready.
I was ready, and mentally, I prepared myself.
Yeah. So the first day, we kind of hit the sites. We hit Big Ben.
Parliament,
House of Parliament,
where they keep the horses, but there were no horses.
The Prime Minister's house. That we did some of the touristy things and got them out of the way. That was we got there Thursday.
At their Thursday morning.
We got there Thursday. Friday was Hercules.
So we did some sightseeing.
We did some sightseeing in the morning.
And then we went to Hercules. Oh, we went to that chicken place. What's that chicken place called?
Nando's.
Nando's. Apparently that's really famous over there. So I finally got to try Nando's on my 5th trip. It was actually really good.
It was good. No complaints.
They have this whole sauce bar you can choose from, different spices, and it was really good food. I recommend it. It's quick. It's like, what can we compare it to here? It's like a Panera, but for chicken. No,
I don't know if I
because it feels like fast food, but it's not fast food.
It's like casual
because you don't have a server. You don't
sit down casual. What is that called?
I don't know. Go to Nando's in London, find out.
Whatever. Yeah. So we went to go see Hercules that night. Hercules is like one of my favorite Disney movies, so I was really excited to see the show. There is a brand new Hercules musical on the newest Disney cruise line, which someone illegally recorded and put it on YouTube, and we just sat down and watched it one weekend.
I'm so sad.
It was. Look, I was so excited because the previews that they were showing on YouTube were really good.
The talent on the ship version of the Hercules
is really good.
Is amazing.
The muses, they mixed it. They had female and male muses, which I thought was really unique. They also churchified it, or black churchified it, and I thought that was really good. But then seeing the whole show put together, I was kind of
The storyline
underwhelmed.
didn't flow well.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have just left it as a musical review.
Maybe. I don't know. Again, everybody that was on it was very talented. So I'm not taking
Absolutely
anything away
talented.
from it. And I like certain parts of it. But then the whole thing put together kind of didn't do it for
And I
me.
think it's probably because they had to condense it so much for it to fit the cruise ship audience.
Right. Maybe
That
so.
maybe they skipped too much and you're like, wait, what just happened?
That was not the case for the show in London.
Sure
I will
wasn't.
tell you that. These people showed up and showed out. The muses, amazing. Every
Oh my
single
God.
one of them had top tier voices, and they did not disappoint. Because there's one thing about Hercules, you have to get the muses right.
They have a prominent
They
role.
are, besides Hercules being the main star, the muses are next up to me. Like, you have to get them right because their voices are so iconic when it comes to all of the songs in Hercules,
Yeah.
besides Hercules' solo.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think I realized how much the muses were instrumental in that show until I saw it. I was like, fuck, they're on in every scene. Not only are they on in every scene, they have a new costume, a
And
new
hairstyle.
hairstyle every time they hit that stage. I hope they're paid well because I think they're probably the hardest workers on that show.
Yeah, as far as like costume changes and all of that goes, they did it the most out
Yeah.
of everybody in the show. Yeah, the muses are basically the narrators of the story. So like they're almost in every scene.
Yeah. Talented
Talented people. There's always times when I wonder like how they're going to adopt Hercules into certain things because
You mean adapt?
um like Hades, for example. Hades is a blue man whose hair is fire. The Hades in the musical was a tall, lengthy man, and at first his portrayal, I was kind of like, what are we doing here? I questioned it. But as the show went on, I was just like, you know what? I actually dig this. He played Hades as like a man baby, but villainous.
Almost like Jafar.
Almost, but there was just this silliness about him.
Yeah.
But also this evilness.
Right.
And it worked.
I mean, yeah, he was amazing. Let me see if I can get his name here. Where is he? His name is Stefan Carly. Carlisle, whatever. He signed our book. We got some signatures.
We did some signatures, which I was not expecting.
But when I saw him on stage, I was like, I feel like you've been in The Lion King. And of course, in the program, he has been in The Lion King.
And we guessed that he played Scar because he gives Scar.
Right. I did ask him.
Did you?
I asked him. And then I asked the other guy too.
Yes, you were like, he probably played Genie, and he did.
Right.
Anyway, Hades was great. Hercules, we got to see the original cast member.
Yes, Luke Brady.
And I was a little iffy about him at first too, but like he won me over. There's also like in the movie Pain and Panic, who are the henchmen of Hades. In the musical, they are portrayed as Paul and Charles, I think. But later on, there's a song between the two where they do say Pain and Panic, and it kind of plays homage to them being those two characters because that's exactly who they were. The only character that wasn't in it but was in it was Pegasus. He is mentioned, and I don't think there's nobody that plays him because it'd kind of be hard to do a winged horse in the musical. But the way that they worked around those harder things to bring to life, I thought they did a really good job with it.
They did a great job with the adaptation of it.
And especially with Phil, who is the trainer of Hercules. I loved everything about these characters and how they brought them to life.
The guy who played Phil, which is Trevor, as soon as I saw him on stage, I'm like, he played the genie in Aladdin, and because I saw in the program that it said he had been in Aladdin, of course I asked him to. I was like, "What'd you play on?" I'm sure he probably didn't like that, but I was just curious because his voice was amazing and his character was brought to life in a different way for Hercules, but you still kind of got that sense like you would have made a really good genie
Yeah.
in Aladdin.
He was really good. Everybody was really good. Like 10 out of 10, no notes. Like everybody was on point. The audience loved it. They got a standing ovation.
I'm sad to see it close
I'm sad to see it close too. And I don't know why it's I don't know. I don't live over there.
because it opened in June of last year. We missed it when we went in June of last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to, I think, close in January, but they did extend to September of this year.
Yeah. I mean, I heard that they were not getting great reviews, but I don't understand. That
I don't
show
either.
was amazing. I had a blast, and everybody around us had a blast.
Yeah.
Like I said, they got a standing ovation.
The show was great.
Show. It was great.
The cast put in 100%, and I think from what I understood, this is the original cast, so they're over a year now performing this show.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know. For our performance, I feel like some of the muses are different than the ones that
There
are
was alternates in,
but that didn't matter because everybody was on point.
yeah. Amazing. If you're going to London between now and September of
And you want to
2020,
see a show, and you like Hercules,
check
go see
the ticket app, I think it's called, or something like that in London. Because we got, I'm telling you, I think it was maybe the fifth row back. And I think we spent 200 US or so for the four of us, which is crazy because when we buy a ticket here in Tampa to sit as close as we would probably spend closer to $400.
Probably.
And we're talking about, we were in the West End, so that is their equivalent of Broadway. So it's not like the Strads here in Tampa. It's not considered Broadway per se, but
we had a great time after the show. This was not what we intended to do, but there were people waiting by the exit, the cast exit, and we got to meet a couple of people from the cast. Like Manny said, they signed my program. They were all very nice. They were all very sweet, and we just showered them with praises because we enjoyed the show so much.
Hercules never came out.
I think I was waiting for Hercules as well, but he never.
We was hungry.
We were hungry. We hadn't eaten before the show, so we thought we would get something after the show, which turned into a whole nother debacle.
Apparently, the only thing open in central London after 11 is bars,
and they don't serve food.
And they don't serve food, baby. So we went to a magical place for dinner that night after we went back home.
It's called McDonald's.
It's called McDonald's in London.
So there was a McDonald's right across the street from our hotel that was open from Monday to Saturday because it was closed on Sundays.
Yeah,
which was
we needed them on Sunday.
We did. Whatever. They were open on Sunday, but they closed earlier than they did any of the other times. Because the other times, I think they were open until like 2 or 3. And we were like, we'll just get McDonald's. And it was like, oops, no, they closed.
Yeah. But we had, and then that Saturday
was Lily Allen.
Lily Allen's concert. Did we do anything? Yeah, we did some touring on Saturday.
Yeah.
My sister and Carlos did extra touring, and then you and I went back because Grandpa over here, me, my knee was like, hey, baby, you need to sit the fuck down. You've been doing a lot of walking, a lot of standing.
Yeah, we went to the first Sky Garden because apparently there was a second one.
Oh, yeah, there was a Sky Garden. That was cute.
That was cute.
Carlos and I found all these places that we had never actually heard of.
We went to Tower Bridge, which we've been to before, which most people think of as London Bridge. But it's not actually London Bridge because London Bridge is actually a very small, regular-looking bridge. And then we walked around a bit. We came back to the hotel. We kind of got ready for Lily Allen, who was performing at the O2. we love her last album, which was why am I skipping on
West
that?
End Girl,
West End Girl.
the name of the leading track on the
I
album.
cannot think of it. We love West End Girl. It's basically the story of her marriage and how that ended and all the things she went through. And it is a story from beginning to end. So if you have not heard the album, I do suggest you go listen to it, even if you're not a fan of Lily Allen, even if you don't know who Lily Allen is. I think if you listen to this, you will at least be moved by the songs.
There's a lot of different genres in it.
Every song is a different genre.
So it's just, it really piques. If you're a music person, it really will draw you, whether you like her or you like what the lyrics are. I think you will enjoy the lyrics once you really start listening to it.
There's a song called Pussy Palace. And if that doesn't pique your interest, I don't know what.
It's the whole reason my brother-in-law wanted to go.
But yes, we love that album, and seeing it live and hearing it perform live was amazing.
It's literally 55-minute musical.
It is
of a retelling of her story. And if you don't know who she was married to, it was the cop from
Stranger Things,
which is also a musical in London.
That is funny.
But yeah, the show was 55 minutes. She literally said, "I'm performing West End Girl," and that is it.
Yeah. And I was fine with that.
We knew that going in.
We did.
We didn't have a problem with that. I just wish she would have started a little earlier, because you would have made this a little easier for me. But no, it was amazing. Her vocals, like, we saw her perform.
She performed on Saturday Night Live,
and we were a little bit like, oh.
But I feel like that's because she hadn't really performed in a while, and she was getting back into it, and she was probably very nervous. And she had said that herself, that she was nervous to get back on stage because she had been away from music for so long. And so Saturday Night Live was really her first time performing anything off of this album. And she was a little shaky. But I will say,
concert, bitch.
The concert vocals were on point. She was
on point.
She sounded better than the album on some songs.
She did.
And I was just like, I live for this. I live for all of it. I love live music. I wish artists...
It's cheaper?
Well, yes. I was going to say, I wish artists did more putting their live music on Spotify and Apple and those kind of places, because the live versions of songs hit a bit different than they do the
There's more emotion
stuff.
in it.
Yeah.
There's more emotion. There's more feeling. There's more rawness.
I just love live performance.
She did an amazing job. Amazing job. So, like, the album was literally a musical retelling, so much so that they're in the works of either doing a play or a musical, which I think it's going to be more musical because it's based around the music, right?
Yeah.
But they're working on creating a actual production of West End Girl.
Yes. So once again, if you have not listened to West End Girl, I encourage you to give it a try. It is very emotional. It is about a relationship. You can apply it to yourself in some situations. I'm sure there is a song that will resonate with you, having gone through something similar at some point in your life. But I do urge you to listen to it from beginning to end first. Don't skip anything, just because it is storytelling, and each song tells a different story about the relationship and what happened. And 10 out of 10 once again.
Amazing show. Amazing. She's coming to the States here.
She is coming to the States.
I don't know if there's still tickets. There may still be tickets available, because she's switching
some of the shows,
some of the venues and places. So I think everybody who had tickets, like, you got to go buy them again. Yeah. But she won't be in Florida, but she will be like Chicago, New York, I think Boston. So check it out.
So that was Saturday.
Sunday, we were like, we need to rest a little bit, because we have been going at 95 miles an hour since we got here. It's hot. Even though that night after Lily Allen concert, the temperature changed.
It did. It dropped.
It dropped. We were outside. Like, we went in sweating. We came out going, oh, it's a little chilly out here.
Chilly. Which was great for Sunday.
Great for Sunday, because we were going to an outdoor concert. Lily Allen was in an arena. um, Tottenham.
She was in the O2.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
Tottenham. Tottenham
whatever.
Spurs.
That stadium, I love that stadium. If it wasn't because I have to fly to London every time, I would go see a concert there because we raved about it last year. But I don't know that you get a bad seat in there, at least from like being able to see. There's people in front of you. Like when I go to concerts here at Raymond James Stadium, if there's somebody tall in front of me, I can't see shit. Whereas at this stadium, they have built the seating to a way where
nobody blocks you,
nobody blocks your view,
which is great.
And this is a soccer stadium, so
Yeah.
it's not. But I feel like they also built it with the intention of being able to create a concert experience.
Yes,
and also they play NFL games there now too. So
yes, like I said, we have been to this stadium before because we saw Beyonce there last year, and we marveled at how great the seats were. So yes, we rested in the morning. We kind of chilled. We had a good old breakfast. That was a nice
Carlos
place.
and Annette found a nice little breakfast place
next to the hotel,
and it was quaint. It was local. Like Rumford is a nice area. There's a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of stores. It's just things close by the time we were coming back. But like in the morning, we find that cute little diner place, and they were so nice there.
There was a Starbucks there, which was very nice, which was way different than the Starbucks we have here.
They had like full blasted cinnamon rolls, like really good cinnamon roll, not that shit you be buying at Starbucks here in America. Like they had those things, but they were like in the back. But they had a bunch of fresh pastries
that were really good. But yes, we rested. We went out for a little bit. We got dressed, headed out to the concert because we wanted to get there early because we know, having been there to see Beyonce, that the trains to get to the stadium fill up very fast, especially when there's a concert because everybody's going to the same place.
Yeah.
So it was, getting there was pretty easy.
I think it's because we started on the first train.
Yes.
We started on the train that was gonna get us there. It was full and we were standing the whole trip, but
which was fine.
We got there just in time. Actually, I think it was just leaving. If we didn't jump on that one, the next one was in for like 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
And I think you jumped on. I was like, oh, I guess we're all jumping on this train.
I was trying because I was like, I understand that the longer that we wait, the more people are going to be on these trains. So like, we need to get on this one.
I mean, there was a point on the train where we all became very good friends with people around us.
Because you had no choice because everybody is bumper to bumper.
Yeah. But when we got there, it was a pretty direct shot, which was nice.
There's one station on the way to the stadium where we had got on for Beyonce, and it was packed yet again because I think that station is the closest one to get that train to take you to the stadium. But luckily we were already on the train.
I'm like, y'all can't get on, bye.
But everybody on the train was dressed in their Bad Bunny gear.
Good vibes overall.
It was good vibes overall. Manny was like, who's going to show up for Bad Bunny in London? But let me tell you, on the train, as is, like, London is very much a melting pot. There are brown and black. There's Latino. There's whites. There are Middle Eastern, like Indian. Islander. Like, it is such a mix of people that the group in front of us was like, I saw Asian, I saw Indian and Latino, and they were like all friends, and they were all going to the Bad Bunny concert.
They had a whole bag of alcohol. They were pre-gaming hard.
It's just like, this is what's showing up for Bad Bunny.
Yeah, let me tell you, I did say that multiple times. And when I got there, London showed me that we are not the only Bad Bunny fans in the country over here in Puerto Rico or whatever, because wow. Like, he sold out both nights. Actually, this whole tour has been a whole question of that. Like, who's going to show up for Bad Bunny? It's like, he's sold out every single night on this tour in places where you would not even assume, like Germany, Norway, Italy, other places he went. South American countries, you expect that, right?
Because Spanish.
But in countries where Spanish is not the dominant language, you're kind of like, huh.
Japan.
Japan. Well, Japan was a special show, but
But still,
yeah, to do a billionaires concert in Japan was wild for him.
to me, it just goes to show that music is universal. Like, you don't have to understand the language to catch the vibe.
I mean, there was one point in the show where it was so piercing loud in there of people, and I was like, the only other time I think I experienced that was when I went to his residency in Puerto Rico. I don't think that piercing loudness was felt in some of the other shows, which it's not saying that we're not as big as fans of him as they are over there, but I was just like, I feel like these people have just been waiting for Bad Bunny to finally come back, because he said the last time he came, I think it was 2018 or 2019, and it was a very small venue that he did in London, and then now to do the biggest stadium in London. Um, like he was when he opened his eyes on that, when he opened his eye, because he comes out and he closes his eyes. When he opens his eyes, you can literally see his mouth say, "Wow." Like I think he was taken back at the love that London had for him on both nights.
Yeah.
Because he talked about the first night, and then he was like, "For shit, the second night, just y'all just crazy."
I feel like he probably could have did the third night there and sold it out too.
He said it. He said, "Next time, I'm gonna have to think about coming longer."
Because we had an extra ticket and we put it up for sale, and it went in like 20 minutes.
22 minutes. I'm like, somebody must have been refresh.
Because it was like it was hard to get tickets in the first place, which I think we were lucky to get the amount of tickets that we did when they went on sale, because you were trying and you couldn't find anything, and then I went in and I found those, and I was like,
Sean is the ticket king. Sean need to find tickets. He's gonna find them.
I am. That's what I do.
But let me tell you, Bad Bunny was an experience that I like. Experiencing in a whole different country, I think, was a different layer, because I've seen him in Orlando, I've seen him in Tampa, I've seen him in Puerto Rico. So I mean, you feel like you know the people that are going, lots of Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, but in London it's like you don't know. And I saw so many different Spanish cultures, but I saw so many other cultures that, from what I can tell, walking by, didn't know Spanish. And to see them still vibing and still like moving their mouths to the music, I was just like,
everybody was having a great time. Everybody was having a great time.
That may have been the most fun I've had at Bad Bunny concert. And
Really?
I was hesitating there to say it because I've enjoyed every show. I've had a great time at every show, but I don't know. There was just something about the environment. I don't know. I think for me, it was just being in a different country and just seeing like my culture. Like, wow, like Puerto Rico is like international. Like Bad Bunny has really put us on the map. And I think that added to the intensity of like, wow, like this young man from a small town in Puerto Rico has filled out this fucking stadium. I'm from the same country. It's just pride. I think that added to the layer of it. In Puerto Rico, that show was more emotional when I went to that show. But this one is just, I don't know. I just kept thinking about everybody else looking around like, wow, people are just having so much fun with Bad Bunny. And I'm like, yay. I don't know. I think every show for him has been a different experience. Even this one mimicked a little bit from the Puerto Rico show, but it was different in its own way. He did a lot of salsa. He did a lot of arrangements in salsa. He brought out gorillas in London as a special guest, and they did a song that they had recorded together, Tormenta. And then I think gorillas did a different song on their own.
Yes, they did one of their most popular songs,
which London really knew that one.
They did.
London wasn't so sure about the Tormenta song, but it was just an amazing time, an amazing concert. This is now my 5th time seeing Bad Bunny.
I think this is
your third.
Third? Is it my third or fourth?
You went in 2019. Oh, it's your 4th.
I think it was my 4th.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Anyway.
I've been to 2 concerts that you haven't gone. 3 concerts you haven't gone.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll
He
count
may
that
go to
later.
Puerto Rico to end the tour.
Well, they've confirmed one night.
Oh, they
The
have.
media has confirmed one night.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, but they're saying they may add two more, but Bad Bunny hasn't said anything.
So do we believe the media?
I believe some of the media sources, because if they're saying the stadium has been booked, then something's been. It's easy to find out if the stadium's been booked.
Anyway, we might go to Puerto Rico to see Bad Bunny. If that happens. But yeah, that show was amazing. He was amazing. The energy was up. There was one point where I think it was during the concho section where they were showing different flags from different countries. So there was Colombia, Mexico, Dominican. There was just a bunch of different flags from different countries. And I will say, like, again, London is a melting pot and there's so many different cultures. And like, I felt like every culture showed up.
Yeah, definitely did.
Every one of them.
That was another unique thing about his concert is the intro. The intro was always recorded with people that are from the country he was in. So they had people from London do the intro, and then they always sing the beginning of La Mudanza,
Mm.
that song before Bad Bunny just pops out of the stage. And he's done it in every country in different languages with, obviously Bad Bunny's not doing it, but it's such a nice personal touch
Yeah.
to make people feel part of the show.
Yeah.
He could have easily recorded that in English or in Spanish, and then there is a part where Concho comes out, which is the frog. If you guys haven't seen it in the past, he's on my shirt. He's driving the car. But even then, like, that also is a tailored part to the country that he's in.
Yeah.
Like, he talked about fish and chips. He did the accent. He talked about the tube. It's just such a nice touch that keeps the audience kind of engaged. But yeah, it was a great show. I enjoyed it.
I will say one part of the show that I really enjoyed was a part where there was no music. It was a part where Bad Bunny was at the casita and he was interacting with the fans that were around it, like literally going up to them, shaking hands, taking photos, listening to people talk to him, giving hugs. Like, he went around that entire thing. The rest of us in the stadium was just cheering because
and pissed off.
some of y'all probably
I was
were.
pissed. I'm like, I want to meet you.
But it was just like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't even know how long it was, but he took the time to
Somebody
go.
gave him flowers, right?
Yeah, he took the time to go around that entire thing, greeting people, holding hand, spending time with some of them, and just like, who does that in this age?
Yeah, it speaks to his character. It speaks to. I mean, Bad Bunny's a billionaire. I assume at this point. I don't know if he is, maybe whatever, but he hasn't lost where he's come from, and he hasn't lost the importance of a fan.
Yeah,
because I have been to many concerts, and you'll get a thank you, but I've never been to a concert where the thank yous are so abundant. Like, he will always, anytime he has a moment to stop and talk, he's gonna, one, try to uplift you, and two, he's gonna thank you for how gracious he is for you being there, helping him. And he always talks about where he came from in terms of his career, and his country. So Bad Bunny is just absolutely amazing. But yeah, that was a moment. I don't know what that interaction was with the lady that gave him flowers, but I think it was probably a very touching moment because he hugged her, and it was a pretty long hug.
yeah.
So I don't know what the story was there, but yeah, most artists don't do that.
But yeah, that was Sunday, and we left on Tuesday. Monday, what did we do on Monday?
We did sightseeing. We went to the palace for the first time.
Oh yes, we went to Buckingham Palace.
We've never been there
because we had never been. We ate at some really great places. That Peruvian place was really good. We ate at this small little place where they serve Spanish food, and they had the
Oh,
hot sauces on
the
the
Mexican
wall.
place. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah,
restaurant.
that was really nice. We had some good food while we were
Yeah, we
there.
had really expensive drinks at the Marriott Hotel.
We did.
Funny story
That
there.
hotel was very nice.
Funny story there. Like we found my sister found it, and we walked in. And I'm like, I think we're in a Marriott.
We were.
And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, we're in a Marriott.
Let me tell you, that bathroom though,
What was it? A JW?
amazing. I don't know if it was JW or not, but like you walk in that bathroom, one, it smells good. Two, everything was clean. The lighting in there was nice. They had hand soap and
No,
lotion.
and
They
real
they
towels.
had
No
real
paper
towels
towels,
to dry your
baby.
hand. Like I was like, what kind of bathroom?
I'm like, I need to upgrade my hotel game.
This is a very nice. Anyway, the food was good that we had. We just had some small bites and we had drinks and we had a chill time.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good way to wind down
It was.
the trip. It could have been. We should have done a little bit longer. I think maybe we would have been so rushed, but
We had a
it
good
is
time.
what it is.
And that is
Here's a cute story. So we're getting ready to leave, right? We're on the plane. The plane gets pushed back. Yeah, I worked at airlines. The plane was pushed back. I'm like, he hasn't turned on the engine now. It's kind of weird. I thought that to my head, but I'm like, I'm not gonna put that in the universe. And then a little bit later, the captain comes on. I was like, so yeah, there's a little problem with the system and one of the engines, and I'm like, oh fuck. So we sat at the gate for like 3 hours. Two. We didn't leave till 4 o'clock.
it didn't feel like that long.
Our flight was supposed to leave at 12:55.
Yeah,
So okay, like 3 hours.
It was yeah.
3 hours then.
Okay. It didn't feel like
It didn't feel that long
hours.
because again, the Virgin service is amazing. Girl, they put us back at the gate. There was a catering truck attached to the back of the plane. And then they came out giving us snacks
Yeah.
and
Maybe
drinks.
that's why. Because I was like, it didn't feel like 3 hours.
They made sure we were being taken care of. And as soon as we were in the air, they skipped that whole, they do like a pre-dinner or lunch, whatever, snack and drink. They skipped that. They went straight to the meal.
Straight to yeah.
But we did end up getting that snack later on in the flight. But Sean and I sometimes with our flying luck, it's just
not great.
Because I started thinking of all the things. I'm just like,
I was just happy they didn't cancel it.
Yeah, because I started thinking, if this crew times out, we are fucked.
But when the pilot came on, it was like, we have another pilot coming on,
which extended their work time,
right? So I was like, okay, we should be good.
Yeah,
and we were, and we made it back to Tampa, perfectly fine.
A little later,
yeah, that was.
Oh, one tip on traveling.
Okay,
get you the mobile app for immigration here in the U.S. because our friend Brittany recommended that, and boy, oh boy, that was delicious. You don't have to pay for global entry. You just fill out your custom declaration on it. You take a picture when you land. There's a separate line for you, and we skipped the entire line in immigration, and boy, oh boy, that was fun.
No, it was a great time saving.
My sister and Carlos used it as well. They said 10 out of 10.
Yes.
So keep that in your back pocket if you're traveling internationally. You don't have to
do
pay for global
do they
entry.
take that at every airport though?
Most major airports.
Okay.
If Tampa has it, it's got to be.
Don't do that, Tampa. Tampa is America's favorite.
Orlando,
airport.
If you're flying out of Florida, Orlando, Miami, and Tampa have it.
Okay.
And then New York, Boston, Chicago, all those major, Atlanta have it. It just saves you some time and you don't have to pay for it.
Anything else?
Oh, yeah. If you're in need of assistance booking your next adventure or experience, write it to us at Manny and Sean because I'm now a travel agent and I can help you plan your trip. I really want to mostly focus on Virgin Voyages cruises, but I'll be more than happy to book those other cruise lines or a hotel for you or a plane. But yeah, just hit us up. There's a link in our Instagram page where you can actually submit your trip interests, and that comes to me, and then I can help you out.
Yes. So if you are planning a trip for the future or upcoming, reach out to Manny so that he can help you. This is a new venture for him. So tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody you know,
Her.
everybody. But yes, that was our summer special episode, and that wraps it up for us.
Yeah, maybe we'll come up with another episode in August to recap July.
We'll see.
Because we did go to Universal.
We
Anyways,
did.
we're going to get out of here. Thank you for joining us. We hope you're having a wonderful summer. Stay hydrated, stay cool out there.
It's very hot.
We hope we brought you some laughter because, the world is still going at the pace it was before we
It's
left.
still in the craziest place. But you know what? That man died. Not the one we wanted to, but that's another story.
I wouldn't say that out loud. But
what did I say?
God rest his soul.
Mm-hmm.
Bless his heart.
Look, I read something where they was like, you can't uplift people in their death if in their life they were who they were. Don't try to rewrite history and make it seem like they're this great person when in life you know exactly who they were. So I'm just keeping the same energy.
Put that on a shirt.
I'm just saying.
I like that. Also, we both have Bad Bunny concert shirts on.
Yes, we showed them earlier.
Even though they thought Sean worked at Armature Works last night. But anyways, that's besides the point. We're going to get out of here.
You did not have to say that. Anyway, yes, we're getting out of here.
I was confused. I'm sorry. I was
Thank you so much.
What the hell are they talking to Sean about? I'm like, did they go to the concert and they want to tell him about his experience?
Thank you so much for joining us. We will see y'all when we see you on the next one.
Have a great day. Do something good for yourself.
Then do something good for someone else.
And we'll catch you in a month or two.
We'll see.
Go to our YouTube. There's a lot of video coming soon.
They're in the works.
Bye. Bye.